This PAX update is brought to you by Netflix.
Hey guys, Max and Tara here, and we are at the FanGamer cross-track mode party right now, checking out 2 games, one of which is Galaxy, which was actually being shown off in a booth at PAX this year. What did you think of that?
So Galaxy, I had no idea what I was expecting going into it. This is by, was it 17-bit games? And it's, at a glance, it looks very much just like a twin-stick shooter
Space shooter,
Space shooter, laser time. It takes the sort of twin-stick shooter vibe and fleshes it out extensively. It is the most in-depth game where you control a small spaceship and blow up asteroids I've played in quite some time. It's got this great kind of like 70s anime aesthetic, and there are these really cool kind of cel-shaded little cutscenes and intros that are like very cinematic, and you get a look at your pilot. He's kind of almost like a Gorilla's style of art, which I'm really into. And there's clearly a plot there, though there was no sound in there, so I couldn't really hear what people were saying. It was being said, but you're in space and you have a spaceship and you're flying around. It's just really visually striking. And beyond that, what's kind of cool is your controls are, like I said, more fleshed out. It's not just your typical kind of like one stick makes you shoot, one makes you fly around. You've got a thruster and you've got brakes and you can strafe. And then you've got like missiles, and it looks like they paid equal amount of attention to pretty much every aspect of this game, as opposed to just being like spaceship here, enemies here, lasers in between the two. There are flying robots called Sentinels. I'm very curious about this. It reminds me a bit of Renegade Ops, which came out.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
But it's instead of it being kind of like the G.I. Joe Real American Hero, realistic looking graphics, it's very cartoony, and I'm actually really into it. So yeah, that's coming out. That's PS4 and PC in 2014. So
okay, that sounds a bit more complicated than the game that I played. This was conceived at a Capybara Game Jam, and it's called SYNCHROMA. It's kind of hard to describe, but bear with me. The game is basically a mixture of trial and error and muscle memory.
I haven't played those games.
So you're basically, it's sort of a platforming game, but you're looking at it from the perspective of the cube that you are playing as. So there's basically 3 moves. You can jump, you can duck or crouch, and then you can create a platform where there are usually spikes. And each combo move is a combination of 3 buttons, but the game doesn't give you any instruction whatsoever. You have to figure out on your own, through trial and error, what the combinations are in order to do each of the moves. The game is called SYNCHROMA, so obviously colors are a big part of it. That's going to provide a lot of the cues you have. So like, say you're trying to guess what a button combination is, the cube will like light up blue, or a blue cube will appear above it when you've hit one of the correct buttons. And then there's also a purple and a yellow, and you have to get all 3 basically in order to find out the full combination. Like the first level is just jumping, and then the second level, you learn how to place platforms. But you still have to remember the 3-button combo from jumping, which is totally random. So it literally is a muscle memory game. Like, you have to very consciously try to remember what these combo moves are. And then when the game ends, it all resets. So it's never the same.
It's kind of like Bop It. Kind of like procedurally generated Bop It, almost.
Yeah, in a sense. It's a very pared-down version of that. Yeah. They were talking about, how they created this on the Unity engine, which I don't think they've worked with before. So the game, like, visually is very simplistic. But I could see the potential in this actually becoming a full release, and they don't really know if it's going to be released yet. This was just kind of something fun that they made in their spare time. So I
could see people who really like Super Hexagon getting into this, because it seems like it's a very cruel but very, very challenging game, depending how you look at it. But I mean
honestly, if the guy hadn't explained it to me, I don't think I would have known what the hell was going on.
This game's broken. I don't like it.
Exactly. Just looking at it, it's not at all like you have no clue what's happening. Yeah. But then when you actually get into it, and our producer was playing it and like getting super excited about it, like it's really, really awesome. I really hope they turn this into a full game. So yeah, Galaxy and SYNCHROMA, 2 awesome games, one of which you may never get to play. But here we are at the FanGamer cross a track mode party, and
that's indie gaming.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, go check out the rest of our PAX videos. They're fun.
Want more coverage of events like PAX? Then why not support our sponsor, Netflix? Netflix lets you stream your favorite shows and movies straight to your home. All you need is an internet connection and a Netflix-enabled device like a PC or Mac, a smartphone, or a video game console. Hit up netflix.com/rev3games and we will hook you up with a free trial just for signing up. Every sign up helps support the show and puts affordable entertainment back on your television screen.